Potential issues and challenges. I mean, this is a big list, so let's just touch on the big ones. Just monitoring too many accounts. I already mentioned that a minute ago. That's one that becomes just potential issues. The more accounts, every new Z that comes on, it's another 50 to 100 accounts that you have to manage. Like, it just grows and grows and grows. And setting those up and having them into your peripheral is one thing. The problems arise when there's a problem that happens, and that's kind of why you want to have a level of control on that. Like I mentioned a minute ago, changing software or something as innocent as that can just cause a big energy suck and time suck to get that transition. Sometimes you give Zs too much control. They'll give access to unauthorized team members, their kids, their nephews who are going to post on social media. You have no control over that. Or vendors. Vendors you think are coming in to do something smart, but I've seen it with my own eyes. I've got on calls with vendors myself as a franchisor and said, you can do this, you can't do that. What's the first thing they do? Everything I said not to do, And so, you have to have a level of control to watch this. And some people might say, oh, you're being negative, Lonnie. No, I've seen this with every brand I've worked with. There's always that one or that two. And so you have to protect against that, because that's the type of stuff that then the next thing on my list here, putting your accounts at risk, the whole brand at risk. You bring in unauthorized team members and vendors and they do something against the guidelines of Google or against the guidelines of Facebook, and it's all tied together with the brand. You can see 20, 30, 40 accounts just wiped out overnight. I've seen it. This isn't a warning. This isn't, apocalyptic. This is stuff I've seen happen, and not intentional. It happens, but it's because the structure wasn't set up properly. There was no awareness of some of these things. It just kind of happens. So you have to be aware as a franchisor, your responsibility for all your Zs. And just because one Z wants to do something a certain way, you can't jeopardize the whole system. And that's ultimately probably the biggest fear that I would have in just kind of letting the Zs do everything they want and set everything up. Zs doing posts that violate your social media policies. You need to be able to monitor that. They can go out there and create a PR storm by saying something, and now it's tied to your brand. It's all over the place. You just can't risk that happening. And it blows my mind, some of the things I've seen Zs innocently share and talk about. They're not bad intentioned people, just a little bit, outside of the realm of maybe what a brand should be doing. And now you have to deal with that essentially on lots of levels. So you just kind of want to keep this within some level of control.